People should watch this intro. It's good.
Sabotage!
This is David.
This is Jeff.
Hi.
Hi, David.
Hi. I'm seeing some
It's spooky.
pumpkins. It's spoopy.
This actually might come out a lot closer to Halloween, but the Harvest Festival was going on during recording.
Yay!
The Autumn Harvest Festival. For the special seasonal events, the place that gets decorated is the Celestial Pursuit, known as the Hunter's Hub, the Gathering Hub, as you like.
It also gets some dope Halloween music.
Yes, they got some spooky version of the Estera theme,
Which essentially, I guess, means, like, Celestes, or Celeste, however you say that, and, like, bells.
and that like chromatic bass line, boom, 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 boom. That's the one.
And this is what the...
also, really, really awesome Gothic Lolita outfits.
Yes.
Tiny hat, not a fan of the tiny hat, but that's fine. At least it goes with the outfit.
Right. It does make the outfit seem more costumey than an intentional, like, I wore this today. Though I do love that the handler is like, I tried to do something a little different. I just felt like doing something a little different. And you see the handler is just like, that's not a little.
It's a lot different.
That's a lot.
You turned binoculars into a rose.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if it actually is functional, but you keep twisting it as if you're changing the sort of the aperture on telescoping it.
Yes.
It's like it's all spooky.
Yes. Pumpkins everywhere, and the kitties. You can see what the kitties are dressed as the costume.
Yes, they've got pumpkin heads and they've got scary ghost bodies.
Yes.
We'll be seeing that later. There's also a seasonal armor, which you can get. You can forge, which is useless and you shouldn't do. But you can also get the layered version, which is much more useful, because then you can just put whatever you want in the...
I forged it.
Okay, well...
And did the layered version.
Okay, as long as I got the layered version.
Yeah, I did both.
I did not have as much time to run the Halloween stuff, so I just stick with getting the layered version. So we'll probably see the Moss Girl set. Well, we'll see it later in this video at the end, but we also might see it in some future hunts, because we can just keep it with us as we go along.
Right.
We're gonna go fight
Legiana. We're gonna punch that ice bird dragon thing in the face.
So the ice wyvern, Legiana.
That's what I meant to say. Yes, not bird dragon.
Bird dragon. It's kind of like a bird dragon in a way. Kind of. Is pretty and sparkly and frozen. We actually get to see the outfit of the handler and the...
That looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah. This is the one where she's just moving out of the way. That's like, okay.
Who's the guy who did the Spirals manga?
You mean Junji Ito?
Yeah,
You mean Uzumaki?
Uzumaki. The rose looking like it's kind of impaling her eye made me think of that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of
I could not.
I'll put some. Let's.
So we have learned much.
Maybe I won't put just images of Junji Ito mangas.
Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe don't do that, because people need to make that choice for themselves.
Sure.
Also, this is the handler doing something a little different.
Slightly.
And delicious mysteries to consume.
Oh nope. Yeah, it's the same. The delicious mysteries to consume.
Yes. Yeah. No. She still wants to eat everything. Which may be why I thought she was going to turn evil. Who knows?
She still might turn evil.
That's true.
Zoom in.
Hey, I think
That makes this so much funnier. Okay.
Let's set her down. Or not.
This makes me think.
Are freaking out.
Yeah. Whenever a bug would hit the windshield of the car, my grandpa would always look at me and say, well, he won't have the guts to do that again. I really kind of
Good
wish
joke.
somebody had said something like along those lines about that rat that splattered against the front of your boat.
A lot of your animations, your hunter's animations, are overly protective. And I can't help but like read into
We
this.
have disturbed its hunting grounds.
How so?
Like in a meta sense of this Japanese game
We
made
should
by
regroup.
Japanese developers to appeal to a broad audience, and I'm trying to think, because it's not just hunter animation is, you know, doesn't speak and is characterized by, you know, like constantly like putting one arm in front of handler,
Right?
which happens like 7 times in the game. But I have this sneaking suspicion that it has to do with like intrinsic like gender roles in Japanese society.
Oh, it
And,
super
like,
does. Like, that's
it's-
not
and,
like
like,
a
the
kind of,
needs-
like, no, that's a thing.
And like, you know, like the need for like to protect, and like I understand the appeal of that. I'm not going to be the kind of person that says that that thing is completely, it's not wrong, it's just like a different, I don't know, a different cultural norm, I guess. It's like, and also whatever the tropes of the acceptable tropes of fiction are dialectical anyways, so the, you know, like the tired like princess that needs rescuing trope will be replaced by the strong independent woman that don't need no man. But then eventually it'll go back around, and it just kind of swings back and forth between these things, you know, as one thing is seen as revolutionary and then becomes trite, and then it becomes cliche, and then you have another thing come along. It's like, oh well, here's a different interpretation of that, and then that one becomes trite, and then it becomes cliche. Anyways, so it goes for media, and well, not just media, lots of things. But I will just talk about fictional stories because I'm not exactly an anthropologist or whatever apologist would be the one to cover that kind of thing. But I still wonder,
partner.
in meta sense, where I'm just like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
There's lots of little things. Having played a
Slow and
garbage
careful.
ton of Japanese games in my time,
Yeah.
lots of these little things add up, and I'm like, It's kind of like, it's just like a with a ... much like the dialogue of a JRPG character,
Well,
which is often vocalized as
who? It can't be helped.
Shogunai. Good old Jin Uzuki. Xenosaga is so good.
Is it?
It
though?
didn't. It is. It is.
Also,
There is no
it
ironic enjoyment. There is only enjoyment.
Right. Now I believe
really
I
like
am
Xenosaga.
wearing the set for this. Right?
I think so. I mean, I am.
It's well, no, I'm wearing the Harvest set.
Oh, the harvest set. Yes,
Right.
that makes sense.
Clear the way so we can
Yep.
fly
We'll,
down
we'll,
to
we'll,
there
get,
it
we'll get
was.
a closer look at the Moss
the
Carl.
airship will
Yep.
get knocked
armor.
out of the sky if we don't do something about that monster.
And on my screen, I got to see the handler hand food to me dressed as the Halloween thing, and it was nice. Because it looked like we were just at the same party. But I get to look like a weird pumpkin flower thing. Yep, there I am.
Yeah, there it is. Now, if we could talk about gender roles in media for just a little bit longer.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's still... Because it's something I think about a lot.
Okay.
I think about like the cycles of things that are popular become tropes that become, you know, like I said, the dialectical nature of like trope becomes popular, becomes expected, and then make, you know, something that goes against the trope that's like seen as revolutionary, or a deconstruction, and then the deconstruction becomes the reconstruction, and then it becomes the default, etc., etc. So it's this cycle. I'm thinking about the things that I enjoy or I like, and I'm like, which part of these are just because of the culture I live in? It's probably most of them. Or which things am I critical of, or the things that I just recognize as, yeah, it's fine. It's from the culture I grew up in, and it's the things that I like, and that's fine. Maybe it would be different in a different context. It almost certainly. don't want to go full Armenianism, but about the difference between choice and like how does that actually fit into
Right.
how much choice do you actually have over your own environment? So it's like if it's complete or not, and the percentage of it is, what kind of person would you be in completely different circumstances? Would you be someone that you yourself now would be appalled at? Or is there some intrinsic you-ness that you could shine through in this like hypothetical like alternate world?
Right. I mean,
But gender roles.
okay, yeah, sure.
Not to get too sidetracked. I consider that, like in the game I made, like specifically I had characters, because I didn't have many female characters, mostly because I didn't think that I would be like good enough to write female characters, not being a woman myself.
Right.
Similar, so that kind of thing, I would just feel like maybe just have a few. And because I still wanted there to be, female characters in the story. And then what did I want to say, or what did I want to have them be? And then one is, anyways, after lots and lots of, let's say, soul searching, one of them ends up being, a lot of basically just things I find attractive. But then when you're writing a story, every character in the story is you. So one of the sub-stories in the story is about that being the case. Because you're writing from your own experience. Because there's a sub chapter where...
Pause.
Wait.
My kitty just planted a bomb to help our bombs. You can't see it because he's on it. But I just wanted to say that. All right, keep going.
Okay, I exploded a little bit, but we got the hit in.
Yes. All right, sorry, continue on.
Yes.
The sub-narrative of...
Yes, the sub-narrative in Legiana where the guy's writing a novel and it's being edited, and he realizes that the characters in it are basically just wish fulfillment for different aspects of himself. And I was like, yeah, because this is what I think about what all kind of narrative is. Because you can't write outside of your experience, because that's not what experience is.
Right.
So like literally everything that you know already is what you can use to make up something. So everything is this is why don't get too caught up on things like originality. Originality is usually used as a bludgeon in order to complain about something you don't like. So it's more of a rhetorical device than anything else. But it occurs to me that it's ultimately just fetishizing these different things. So like, even when you have something that's more like explicitly fetishized, like female form, like, DOA just jiggle physics or something like that.
Right.
Having like a independent woman that, doesn't have those traits or has different traits, I realize is still just fetishizing in a different way, because it's just like, these are the things that I enjoy instead of those things. So it's not really doing a different thing overall, it's just broadening the amount of fetishizations and objectifications that are available for people to consume.
Okay.
So I was like, I wonder what this means. And I'm like, yeah, well. I was like, what do I know? I just live alone in my apartment and talk about games on the internet.
That's true.
It's something that I'm cognitive of, but also something I don't want to get too bogged down in.
Right. Well, to a few of the points you've made, you said, like a version of yourself that you would be appalled with. I think if the me that I was...
Really happy about that hit. I'm just
that was a good
really
hit.
happy about
that was a very good
yes.
hit. The me that I was 8-9 years ago would be appalled with the me that I am now. Like, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because, worldview has changed. Like, my experiences have broadened, so I believe different things now than I did then.
Yeah, that's fair. Growing, maturing, all that.
Yeah.
All that adult stuff, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily adult stuff, but like in the sense of you learn, you do different things, and it changes things. The other thing is, talking about using, originality as a bludgeon for things you don't like. An excellent example of that that's been happening lately-ish has been, there's a band called Greta Van Fleet, or Greta Van Fleet, I don't know how you pronounce it. They sound an awful lot like Led Zeppelin. and a lot of people are. Oh, you got sleepy again.
You've got that double sleep.
It's because both of our kitties are Rataban. But
Here, have some demon powder.
there it is.
I'm gonna try and get my super. Chunk. Oh, that's a good hit. All right,
And then
I'm very happy with that hit. All right, I'm very satisfied with that combo.
But yeah, Greta Van Fleet has their music sounds Led Zeppelin-y, and a lot of people are like, this sounds too much like Led Zeppelin. You guys suck. I mean, I'm oversimplifying
Sure,
people's
this is an
complaints.
internet straw person, but
Yeah, but it
still,
it boiled down to people saying things like they're too young to write music that good, or they're just copying, or whatever. But like, what it really boils down to is they still wrote a bunch of good songs, even if they sound Led Zeppelin-y. Led Zeppelin wrote good music, so
yeah,
all right.
sometimes
I like most of their stuff.
I like a lot of Led Zeppelin stuff. Never been like fan of like the whole thing or
Right.
whatever.
I'm ashamed.
They are fun nerds. Yeah.
I'm ashamed to admit, as a bass player, John Paul Jones's solo stuff I really don't like. But when he's in bands where he's not writing all of the music himself, I think he does really well. Also, his name's really cool.
Never forget that the Battle of Evermore is about Lord of the Rings.
Yes, the Battle of Evermore is about Lord of the Rings.
If you're reading the lyrics and you're wondering what a ring wraith, like what is a ring wraith? Well, there's only one thing that a ring wraith is. So
yeah. What was the name of the game that had the Blind Guardian concert in the middle of it?
that is Sacred 2.
2, right? Okay. I think more games.
And that game is garbage, but also really good because of that stupid thing that happens.
That whole game is just stupid and great. And kind of broken, it doesn't work right. But, you know, go in with those expectations and you're pretty good.
Just trying to find the lyrics here.
Of course you are. As you stab this
Yes, the woe, the pain of war cannot exceed the woe of aftermath. The drums will shake the castle wall. The ring wraiths ride in black, right on. Like, okay, all right. Some of the other stuff where it's like the apples turn brown to black, and the darkest of them all, and the Prince of Peace embraced gloom, and the tyrant's face is red. Okay, the angels of Avalon. Okay, this could be the ring wraith. Okay, this is the
ring wraiths.
Okay,
Yep,
got it.
yep,
Got
yep,
it. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. What were you doing there?
That's my favorite spot. Swing off that thing. If it was gonna get close enough.
Oh, you're
smack it
gonna
with the hammer.
swing and hit it. All right.
It was not the case. Hey, let's use the glider mantle. That thing that I said in the previous video we would only use here in the Highlands.
Right.
Basically one
I
thing.
think this is the moment where I realize I don't have it, or do I have it?
I think you have it. I think
right.
We go up together. We got to. This particular little updraft takes you all the way to the Legiana's nest, which is basically the main use of the glider mantle. There's the other mantles and items are just going to be more useful.
Right. It means anytime you hit an updraft, you'll like fly in the air, so you can do like mounting damage and or aerial attacks and all that you want. But.
Yeah, in this arena at the top of the Highlands, there's a bunch of updrafts you can use to kind of float around as well.
Let's head back to the
But-
research base.
This is where it comes when wants to sleep and is about to die, so it's easy enough to just capture and move on.
It's really nice when the nest is just at the top of the thing. And I was running around funny because I was trying to get to the mining outcrop without skipping the monster falling down animation.
I see. We did it. We beat up that Legiana.
We totally hadn't done it several times previously, as evidenced by the skin you're wearing.
Which is look at the tail and plates I got. Cool.
Great. Because you needed
Thanks,
more.
game. Didn't need them at the moment. Well, I mean, you can still use Legiana plates for high rank stuff, just not, it's not the highest tier stuff. It still might be useful. So.
And that did say that it unlocked Safari locales, so at certain points of the game, you'll be able to send the Tail Rider Safari to the areas you've been to. So now he can send them to the Coral Highlands.
Incredible.
Indeed.
Now the Caterpillar Fleet Master is going to say words, and then we're going to go kill things again.
Let's head down to the bottom of the veil.
We have the next goal is to go down into the veil to, well, just continue doing what our main point of the entire game is, which is where is Zora Magdaros? We keep finding little tiny chunks of it.
Right.
The wild spires, I think, are actually just, pieces of other Magdaroses, I think that's what is supposed to be implied, but
Yeah.
ultimately there's little pieces everywhere,
hunting,
but
so
we're looking for Zora Magdaros.
Right.
Tried to capture it, got away. Yes. It is supposed to be in the veil somewhere. Signs point to it. But we'll actually get back on track with that actual investigation. And obviously we'll fight some new monsters as well. So actually that's the next main quest. The next episode we'll actually be checking out the Harvest Festival.
Right.
Which was going on concurrently. So I don't actually know if the Harvest Festival videos will go out before or after Halloween, but it'll at least be Halloween adjacent.
Right. Within the month.
And if you're if you're listening to it in the future, it might also be Halloween, so why not?
Yeah, or just make it a tradition. Every Halloween, you bring up the Harvest Festival episodes from the Jeff and David Show. Just make it a family thing. Set everybody down. It'll be great.
Everyone in the family has to re-like, re-comment, resubscribe. Wait, don't resubscribe.
Right? Just re-like. Well, you can't re-like either. Just comment.
Wait,
again.
don't. Yeah. Okay, just do that one.
All right, Harvest
We'll
set.
take a look at the. We'll look at it in a second.
Oh,
this
dude,
is the Legiana armor.
Legiana armor looks awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like that look. Okay, here is the pumpkin suit, the boss girl,
which looks way better if you do the colors.
The male version is a lot better.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the male version.
It's a lot more edgelord emo-y, but also it's kind of just like pumpkin face chest armor and then pumpkin skull. I don't know. It's got a whole thing going on.
The lady version is that plus, like, hey, it's got a boob window. Whereas in the dude version, it's just like, it's Skeletor, but pumpkin.
Skeletons. We're going to make some Legiana armor for our kitty, though, because it's just better. It's just good.
It's just good. It also has LED highlights.
I think I'll also make... The sleep stick is good.
Yeah,
the sleep stick is good.
So
we'll make a ghost set, too, but...
It also just hovers behind you. Let's see that ghost set. Yeah, kitty.
Yeah, there we go. Actually, I don't think I'll actually make the ghost set, because I think that the event's already done, but... That's all right. You can have a ghost kitty floating around in future episodes, probably.
Yep.
Like I said, it's certainly got the layered armor. Layered armor, which we haven't actually gone over, because mostly layered armor is a end of the game kind of thing, which you get for like doing super hard hunts.
Right.
But there also is look at that little LED kitty. Just look at him go. He's
LED kitty.
Yes, we'll do some harvest festivaling. One of the things that we want to get from the Harvest Festival, well, because when festivals come along, everything there's like sales in the stores. There's, as mentioned, there's the new armor and whatnot, but it's also the event quests from, new event quests and all the event quests that have happened, which are usually on some sort of weird schedule cycle, what have you. Come back around and that kind of thing. Which is more useful when you have high rank and you can get to everything instead of just looking at a list of things that you're not allowed to be in. Which is a little sad.
Yeah, it's a little annoying too.
Trying to keep the recording recording video
recording
and doing
videos
commentary.
for the internet. Yeah.
Otherwise, this character would be long gone to the end of the game.
Yeah, it does not take long to get to high rank.
But that's okay. The one thing that we really want is a quest that we'll be doing next time, which is called Every Hunter's Dream. Which will give us the blueprints to make literally the best greatsword in the game, which was the winner of a design contest. So it was made by a fan.
That I didn't know. That's really cool.
So that's also where the name of the hunt comes from. Every hunter's dream to design a weapon, and then there's like a whole contest, and this is the one that won and put it into the game.
And really cool.
It not only looks awesome, but it also happens to be the best one in the entire game.
Right.
So we'll need materials though. We can actually access it, which will be nice.
Because there's a low rank version and a high rank version. So this is normally the part of the video where I talk about Patreon, and we will talk about that in a second. But not to get into too many details. So I am not an overtly happy person, and I haven't been for a while. And I am actually, doing the therapy and the medical diagnosis thing to see what's up. But part of me taking care of that is for a while. I don't know how long. It could be forever. We'll see. Or it could just be like 3 weeks. We'll see. Again, I'm not going to be doing commentary for these videos anymore. Just because it's like Jeff and I are still friends. Let me stress that. This is not like Jeff and I having a breakup moment. Like the dude was the best man at my wedding. No.
That's true, but the wedding was so long ago.
It was.
Yeah.
But I need to be healthy before I can keep doing
take
this.
some mental health time off.
Yeah.
Vacation, recenter, diagnose, recenter, these kinds of things.
Yeah, and I haven't been for a while, and so I might pop up as like, I'm still going to be gaming with Jeff, so I might show up in some of these episodes as recorded stuff. I might record some footage as well. I'm just not going to be doing the commentary for a while.
Yes, the Boletaria character will probably continue to make appearances.
Right. And we didn't discuss this, so Jeff might just edit this part out and go to the next part. But if Jeff has other people in as guests, it's fine. Like, I'm not going to be upset or jealous or whatever. I mean, if they're way better than me, I might be a little upset. But, like, if there are other people in, just, treat them nice. Because they're all good people. And hopefully I'm not gone forever. But I wanted y'all all to know what is up and why I stopped showing up in videos.
Okay, get better, David. Love you.
I love you too. I had a 4.5-hour neuropsych evaluation last week, so it better give me
kind of
something.
Draining. Kind of not the most fun thing to just do for that long.
No. Even puzzles get old after a while.
So yes, I'll probably do solo commentary review. I'll probably also slow down the pace of videos. We'll see. That it still takes a long time to put these things together. So
right.
But yes, if you like content and you want to support us, you can do that through 3 major ways, which is you can just give us PayPal tips, you can donate monthly on an ongoing basis to our Patreon, and then there's also just liking and commenting the YouTube things. Maybe Jeff will edit this part out where you can like and comment, but does that even matter if you just arbitrarily demonetized for no reason and there's not a help button anywhere on the website that'll get you contact form even though you're partner verified? It's fine.
It's
Monster
fine.
Hunter.
Monster Hunter.